Hey guys, this is Dave Vass with Local Online Advertising Experts, and in this video we're going to take a look at how this all works. We actually are very unique, our business model and what we do for local businesses, and I think it's actually very refreshing. That's the word I like to use, and our clients have been so happy with the results that they get. Now, we're not your typical SEO company. We guarantee first page results, and then of course our goal is to get you in the top 3, and there's not very many companies out there that guarantee results and don't ask for any money up front until you actually see those results. So how does it work? Well, first let's take a look at why I believe that Google should be one of your primary ways to market your local business. I was just reading a book the other day called Marketing in the Age of Google, and this is a quote from that book. It says, "These days, your search strategy is your business strategy, whether you realize it or not, because that is how potential customers are trying to find you. Search is the new Yellow Pages, 800 number, Sunday circular, card catalog, and cash register." All right, I want you to really think about this because what this author says, I believe, is so true, and I know it from experience. I have seen how if you actually know what you're doing and you know how to get in front of people, you get to the top of Google. I've seen businesses transformed. Search, when she says search there, search strategy, that's referring to Google. That's when somebody goes to Google, which is called a search engine, and they type in something to find what they're looking for, and you need to be there. And trust me, this isn't a mystery. I know a lot of companies try to charge you out the yin-yang and say it's a mystery and we can't guarantee you anything. Well, I have good news for you. Just stay with me and pay attention. So here's some quick stats that you may not know. First of all, it's estimated that there are 3 billion searches on Google every single day. This is just a stat that I pulled off the internet. I don't know how true it is, but I'm pretty sure it's very close. I'm guessing it's anywhere between 2 to 3 billion searches on Google every single day. Now that's 121 million per hour. That's 2 million per minute, all right? And 3 out of 10 searches are local. Just think about that. So out of all these billions of searches that are going on, 3 out of 10 of them are local. What does that mean? That means that somebody is using Google to find something local. So this should show you that things are changing. People aren't getting the Yellow Pages. In fact, that's in the dumpster, okay? That's in the garbage can. People aren't, doing all the old methods of trying to find something local. They're going to Google. That's what they're doing. And again, I emphasize Google because Google gets over 70% of all the traffic compared to the other search engines. So that's the most important one. Although we do rank you in Bing and Yahoo as well. Right? And yeah, Bing actually took over Yahoo. So anyway, so fact, 89.82% of all searches on Google and other search engines occur on the first page. So when you're thinking about implementing a strategy and wondering if the internet works, you have to be on the first page. And to be honest, even being on the first page isn't everything, and we're going to look at that. But 90% of searches occur on the first page. So you can't say, oh, the internet doesn't work or it doesn't work for me if you're on the second page or if you're on the bottom of the first page. Being on the bottom of the first page still isn't bad, but the ultimate goal is to get you to the top. I mean, once you start hitting that position number 5, number 4, number 3, that's when a lot of the action starts taking place. And this is just the way it is. Now, this is actually good and bad news. It's bad news if you don't have a company like us that knows how to get you there. It's good news because you're watching this video, and so you actually have a company that can help you out. So how do people find you today? Well, we've already discussed this, but just to be clear, what people do is they quickly go to their iPhone or to their laptop or to their desktop when they're thinking of something. Let's say they're going to buy a new home and they're like, oh, I need a mortgage broker. They don't go to the yellow pages. They go, and by the way, this could be any service: chiropractor, plumber, mortgage broker, massage therapist, anything. So they go to Google, they type in their keyword they're looking for, whatever it is. So Calgary Mortgage Brokers. And as you can see, one of our clients, the top part there, by the way, are paid ads. Most people don't click on it. It's in that shaded yellow area. You see 3 of them. Well, the number 1 position, which is that it's where it says 5 reviews, it's that A position. That's the number 1 organic position. It's not paid. Google is putting it there organically. You can't buy your way there. That's why I tell my clients this is ultimate credibility. It builds trust, it builds brand awareness, it builds authority, because you can't buy your way there. It's not an ad. So here we are. My client, Calgary Mortgage Brokers, is number 1 there, and of course they're very, very happy. But that's how people find people today, is they type in something and then they look on the first page for somebody that they think is going to be good. And usually it's near the top. That's where most of the clicks happen. And like I said, Google paid ads, they do work, but they only work to a certain degree. It's best to have a combination, and that's what we do for our clients. We combine the two. If all you're doing is paid ads, then you're never going to get really that far ahead. But when you combine the two, where you can actually get in the top 10 of Google, get in the top 3 eventually, and then also have paid ads, you're going to blow your competition away. So here's a news flash. Traditional marketing like Yellow Pages, radio, newspaper is dying, and it's dying fast. I can tell you some nightmare stories. In fact, one of my clients, a home inspector, he was using Yellow Pages. This is sort of funny. And Yellow Pages was charging him an insane amount, and I took over his campaign and did 10 times more. And then Yellow Pages threatened to sue him if he quit. And this was online. It's not like they printed an ad. I could understand that, because then they would lose their expenses because they printed something. But this was online. This was nothing that they did. They didn't build him a website or anything. It just was a pay-per-click ad, a Google ad. And they were threatening him and saying, you can't quit, and we have a verbal agreement. And of course, my client is never going to use Yellow Pages again just because of that story. And I'm not saying Yellow Pages is bad. I'm just saying that it's dying. That kind of advertising's going out. And little companies like ours, companies where the owners understand the internet, they understand its experience. It's not just some high school student or just somebody who just graduated that's doing the work. It's people that really know what they're doing and can really help you dominate Google. Those are the companies that are rising. And we're leading the way in Canada. So people now use Google to find what they're looking for. I want you to really think about that and think about your marketing strategy that you've been using in your business. And I know that you've probably tried Google before, and you've probably had thousands of phone calls of people saying, we can get you to the first page of Google, and they usually probably have an Indian accent. Trust me, I get those calls too, but we're totally different than that. We actually take most of the risk on ourselves because we know that we can accomplish what we're telling you. So we don't ask for any money up front. Let us do our work, let us show it to you, and then that's when you pay. So you must be found on the first page of Google, bottom line, period. And if you hear all, like I said, just you get these phone calls, don't even pay attention. I've been scammed so many times from different companies who say, oh, we can do this for you, we can do that. And I understand why you'd be skeptical, because seriously, I'm telling you the truth. Years ago, when I didn't know this stuff as well, I was scammed a few times, a few $1,000s. Companies that promised me that they would do this and they never did. But we have proof. Our clients are extremely happy. You can go to the proof page. You can watch our testimonials. They're really, really happy, and we do what we say we're going to do.